My grandmother was one of the few people I've ever known where I legitimately thought they had intuition. She has weird intuition. She would do things. It was real weird. Like when my mother was a kid, there was a rainstorm. It was like a real bad rainstorm. And for whatever reason, my grandmother decided to wake my mother up, take her out of her bed, and bring her downstairs. Some crazy hunch that she had. The ceilings collapsed, like right above the bed where my mom was sleeping. So like pieces of, it wasn't a lot. It was just chunks of plaster. But like, 3 or 4 pretty significant pieces of plaster fell off of the ceiling. It was rain came through it, the whole deal. Like the ceiling gave out. Somehow or another, she had this idea in her head. And it could be because she knew that the ceiling was fucked up, and she knew it was raining hard, and it was probably going to give in anyway. Or she might have had intuition. And everyone was always convinced it was intuition. Everyone was always convinced like she's like just a little bit psychic. It was always weird. It was always weird around there.
Well,
she had a monkey. Did I tell you about her monkey?
No.
She had a monkey,
in New
Chi-Chi.
Jersey?
Yes, in Newark, New Jersey. She had a monkey named Chi-Chi. And Chi-Chi would bite everybody but my grandma. My grandfather made her keep the monkey in the attic. Yo, my grandma was crazy. She had a monkey who would open up packages of gum and chew gum.
Do you know how or where the fuck she got it from?
She bought it.
Christ.
She bought a monkey. Yo, I'm telling you, my grandma was crazy.
Listen, Italian people had butchers in those days, and they get you anything. Alligator, pigeon.
She kept a monkey in the house, man. Do you understand how crazy that is?
Do you remember the monkey?
Yes, Chi-Chi. The monkey's name was Chi-Chi.
Did he bite you?
No, he never bit me, but he bit my sister. He bit my sister. Yeah, Chi-Chi would fuck you up. I think he bit my sister. I think he tried to bite my sister. I think it was one of those things. He might have bit my cousin. Someone in our family got bit.
Where was she from?
I never
though?
touched him. I couldn't
was
even
that the
get
Irish
close.
side or
no,
the
Italian side?
Yeah, they're nuts.
She was crazy.
And once you give, no disrespect, but once you give those lunatics that option that they do have intuition, you're done. Yes. You're fucking done. They start giving you the fish eyes.
Dude.
And don't do shit. You got to listen to them. So when I was a kid, man, I went to my buddy's judo school. I didn't join. I just went down there to see what it was like. And it was hidden in Union City. It was on 7th Street. But I knew that my stepdad played cards on 9th Street on Wednesdays.
Wow.
Okay, I knew my stepdad played cards down there. They played baccarat. Okay, and they'd gamble in this little club. And I had to be maybe 10. But because I grew up how I grew up, and with the numbers, I always had my eyes out as a kid. When I went to judo that night at the end, I got in the bus to go back, and I noticed unmarked police cars. And I went home that night, and I'll never forget that my stepdad was leaving that night. And for some reason, I go, "You going to play baccarat tonight?" And he looked at me. He was getting dressed, a suit on. He had like the Billy Bat suit on and shit. Like, you're going to play cards with 5 men. Why are you getting dressed to the nines?
Right.
And I said to him, I said, "Hey, man, today I went down there to go to Martin's judo school, and I saw a bunch of unmarked cars down there. If I was you, I wouldn't go out to that." And he fucking just looked at me. He said, "I love you." And he walked down the stairs. He got in the car, started it, opened the garage, bro. And 10 minutes later, I heard the car turn off, and the garage closed, and he came up, and he goes, "I think you're right." And he made Sundays for me and him, and next morning, that card place, I got raided. So now, they would listen to me when I was a kid. I had these fucking morons under my spell, right?